In part 4, this project was 8% behind the S-curve, and the advice was simple: crash the critical path. Add a second paving crew. Today we put a price on that advice, and here's the twist: the obvious fix loses money. This is what a day of delay really costs, and what the Part 3 network says to crash instead. Start with the penalty everyone fears: liquidated damages. Under the procurement law, you pay at least 0.1% of the cost of the unperformed portion of the works for every day of delay. Unperformed portion, not the whole contract. And if accumulated damages ever reach 10% of the contract price, 5 million pesos here, the agency can terminate you and forfeit your performance security, or just let the meter run. Now run the numbers. 12 working days late, about 1.2 million pesos of closing work left. Day 1 costs 1,200 pesos, and the whole overrun totals well under 10,000. That is not the monster. The real monster is overhead that never sleeps. From Part 5's DUPA, OCM is 12% of direct cost, roughly 4.8 million pesos over 156 working days, about 30,000 pesos a day. Around 20,000 of that is purely time-related: the site engineer, the facilities, the standby equipment, the guard. So a day of delay here really costs about 21,000 pesos. 12 days, roughly 250,000. And money is only half the pressure. Part 4 gave you the slippage ladder in simplified form. Here's the fine print. At -5%, the catch-up program is already mandatory, updated every 2 weeks, with added money, manpower, and equipment. At -10, final warning and weekly targets. At -15, termination, or takeover. We're sitting at -8%. The catch-up program isn't optional. It's the document keeping this contract alive. So let's build one that works. First, turn slippage into days. 8% of 50 million is 4 million pesos of missing work, and by month 4, with subbase closed out and drainage living on its float, all of it sits in paving. At 3,358 pesos per square meter, that's about 1,200 square meters of missing slab. One paving train places 103 square meters a day, 12 working days behind. And from Part 3, shoulders can't start until paving hits 60%, and from that moment, shoulders, then markings, then demobilization run in one chain straight to the finish line. The finish date isn't waiting for the last slab. It's waiting for the 60% trigger. Now price Part 4's advice. A second paving train, mobilization, forms, lighting, supervision. Call it 180,000 pesos, flat. 2 trains place 206 square meters a day, so the trigger arrives in 6 working days instead of 12. 6 days saved, the other 6, gone. After the trigger, that second train is pouring into float, paving itself finishes in month 4.7, long before shoulders need it. The bill, 180,000 in premium, plus 6 days still bleeding roughly 20,000 each in overhead. About 302,000 pesos versus 248,000 for doing nothing. The obvious fix loses 54,000 pesos. Here's the plan the network approves. Step 1, overtime on the train you already have, but only until the trigger. 30% more output, 134 square meters a day, and the trigger arrives in 9 days. The premium, to about 32,500 pesos of overtime pay, to buy back 3 days. 12,000 per day saved, cheaper than a 21,000 peso day of delay. Go! Step 2, the release chain. Reinforce shoulders, from 50 square meters a day up to 65, and its month and a half compresses to just over a month. Even starting 9 days late, shoulders finish at month 5.5, right on plan. Premium, about 35,000 pesos, under 4,000 per day saved. Go. That's the whole rule, crash while a day saved costs less than a day late. The second train, at 30,000 per day, never passed the test. The scoreboard. Do nothing, 12 days late, about 248,000 pesos. Second paving train, 6 days late, 302,000. Overtime to the trigger, plus faster shoulders, on time, 67,500. About 180,000 pesos better than doing nothing, and some 235,000 better than the obvious fix. One footnote from Part 6, that premium is cash out now. The month 5 trough deepens to about negative 2.53 million, the price of protecting the 10 million peso ending. 7 videos, 1 breath, estimate it, schedule it, sequence it, bill it, control it, fund it, and defend it. Next time, either delay that isn't your fault. Rain days, suspension orders, and why you never get all the days you ask for. Thanks for watching. Before you go, follow RHC Engineering and RHCES on YouTube and Facebook, and find more resources on our websites, shown here on screen. See you in the next video.